If you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show and welcome to the drive. This is Neil Hartmann and the show is called Carmentary. Me driving in my car talking about some kind of topic, hopefully making it interesting enough to listen to for about 10 to 15 minutes. Tonight, I'm driving into the city. I have a little quick job I have to do before I leave for the US of A tomorrow morning. And tonight's topic and tonight's show, I'm pretty sure this is going to be the last episode that I will be able to do in my beloved wake. Daihatsu wake. I'm trying to hold back the tears here. I really like this car, but tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I will be trading in this car and picking up my brand new 2019 Toyota Hi-Ace commercial vehicle. It's one of those big ones. It's a wide with the high. Anyway, I talked about it in my last Carmentary episode. That's not what I want to talk about today. What I want to talk about today is a new rule that is coming into effect in the Niseko area next year. Well, actually, I take that back. Part 1 of the rule is taking effect this year, and Part 2 of the rule is going into effect next year. So if you are someone who comes to the Niseko area for side country powder skiing or snowboarding, this will affect you. So I want to hear what everybody thinks about this. I think it's kind of a touchy subject, and I'm interested to kind of talk through it and see what people think. Maybe you can leave some comments. Tell me how you feel about this. So, the rule. Starting from next season, everyone who enters or exits, depending on how you look at it, through one of the gates that accesses the side country in Niseko will be required to wear a helmet. So, this is kind of the big news making the rounds. Part 1 of the rule this year, if you go to Niseko, you will not be required to wear a helmet, but all the guides and tour operators, anyone that works in the Niseko area, Niseko United and all the ski resorts there, basically if you use a lift or a gondola to get up, and then you go out one of the gates and you're taking customers with you, you have to wear a helmet from this year. From next year, it goes into effect for everyone. So that is people who, join guides and take tours, or just randoms, people like me who just go up and go, oh, I know this line, I want to go on this bowl, I want to take a couple runs. And, obviously everyone has, well, maybe not everyone, but a beacon, shovel, a probe, first aid kit, the basic backcountry or side country safety gear has been pretty much a prerequisite, although there's no one standing at the gates checking every single person. There's no way the ski resorts can do that. They don't have enough people to do that. When they open the gates in the morning, usually a patrol member will be standing there, or a couple of patrol members will stand there for a while, talk to people, say a few words, make sure, people have their gear on. But you always see people slipping through. They have beacon checkers at the gates. I believe it's at least most of the gates. And, there's a way to slip through that. One guy's got a beacon on, his friend doesn't. So the friend sticks real close to the guy in front of him and they, kind of walk through. No one really notices it. Stuff like that. People are always slipping through. But it's not a law, it's not like it's it's a recommended practice, right? So, this will all change next season. I'm not sure about the beacon and the probe in the backcountry gear, but I believe you will have to have, again, just having a backpack on. Well, you could have popcorn. You can fill your backpack with popcorn, and a backpack doesn't mean you have the proper stuff in it. And even if you have all the proper stuff in your bag, it doesn't mean you know how to use it. So, whatever, that's kind of my feeling. It's like, hopefully you're traveling in the side country, the backcountry, with people who know what they're doing, and you're safe with your crew. The helmet thing, though, this it's a weird one. To me, it's kind of weird. I think, I don't wear a helmet. I never really have. I have one. Occasionally I've worn it. I find them very uncomfortable. I'm a photographer and videographer, so most of the time I'm on the mountain, I am always carrying around a camera. Cameras and helmets, they don't go well together at all. It gets in the way. You're putting the camera up to your eye, it's hitting the helmet, it sticks out a lot. There's a lot of issues. You can't, even though they say, you can hear well, this one is designed so you can hear people. It's bullshit. It cuts down in your hearing a lot. And I've just never felt, I felt that, I'm not Superman, shit can happen, but I've always been, confident, especially in the trees. I feel, to me, it's more dangerous, or there's more danger riding on a crowded course with a lot of other people. That's where I feel like I should be wearing a helmet. Not in the backcountry where, there's no one close to me at any time. The biggest danger is hitting a tree. Second biggest danger would be, an avalanche scenario. And in that case, it would be good to have a helmet on, I suppose. But just having a helmet on is not guaranteed that's going to save your life by any means. So that's my personal feeling and why I've never worn a helmet. But I would not be against wearing a helmet. I'm sure, I have 3 kids. I want to live a long life. And, maybe I'll next year I'll have to if I want to go into the side country. But my feeling is this whole thing about the resorts, jumping on this. It's not a law by any means. It's sort of a local rule that all the ski resorts have gotten together and said, hey, we should make everybody wear helmets in the backcountry. Now, let's go into this a little bit deeper. The side country in the Niseko area, and basically this kind of goes for all of Japan. Ski resorts basically lease the land that they use from the government to run these ski resort operations. That's how it works in Japan. So they've cut down trees, they've made courses, and they specifically rent or lease that exact space, which is considered a course, right? And then I suppose they're leasing the little bits of land where they put the towers to get the lift or the gondola in. And that's it. So all that side country, those bowls and all that fabulous terrain that we're all accessing, the ski resorts don't have any legal jurisdiction or they're technically, they can't say, come and ride the backcountry. It's amazing, because they don't own that. They don't rent that. They don't lease that. They don't control. That's why when you get in an accident or you break your leg or you get buried or whatever, they call the fire department. It's not the ski patrol who comes out and helps. The ski patrol probably does come out and help, but they don't run the rescue missions on their own. They call the police and the fire department who come out and put together a rescue mission. That's how it works in Japan. That's how it's always worked. So that's why now we have this gate system, which is kind of a real gray area. They basically, they've roped off those tree runs and those bowls saying, you can't go in there. But now that we've been overrun by a horde of Australians about 15 years ago who came in and just tore it all up and said, hey, we're here to stay. We're going to ride this shit, and you guys got to figure something out. And what they figured out was, okay, we can make gates. And we can say, hey, we don't have anything to do with this area, but if you're going to go out there, you should abide by the rules and you should go through the gate. Don't go under the rope. Because that's our core rule, is don't go under the rope. put up the ropes to show you the line of our property. So that's what happened, and that's how we got the gates. And all in all, it's been great because, I spent 10, 15 years sneaking around into the side country, running away from patrol, getting caught, having lift tickets taken away, and just, all this ridiculous, stupid stuff for years. And now it's easy to just have the proper equipment, go up to the gate, go through the gate, have a good day. So my feeling is that on one hand, the resorts, they say, hey, we don't have anything to do with this area. Whatever you do out there, you do on your own risk. And if anything happens, you're going to pay all the money to get rescued. But on the other hand, now they're saying, if you do go out there and do all that on your own accord, you got to do it wearing a helmet, or we're not going to let you go out there. Which is kind of weird, man. It's like if they said, okay, everybody from now on has to wear a helmet inside the ski resort on our courses because it's dangerous. You could get hit by a beginner who's hurtling down the mountain. You could get hit by a runaway ski with a ski boot attached to it. I've seen it. It's for real. I don't know how it happens, but these tourists, they take their foot out of the boot so the safety things on the skis don't come down, and the ski with the boot is like rocketing down the hill. Snowboards, of course, that happens all the time. Leashes, total bullshit. Beginners, whatever, put down the board, it runs away. Hey, I did it, but I was like 15 years old. It was 30 years ago. It happens. So if they said you got to wear the helmet inbounds because we feel it's going to be, really important for your safety, I would understand that. They control those courses. They control the lifts and the gondolas and everything on there. It's their property. If they want to say you got to wear a helmet, fine. And if some people decide not to go and ski there, that's their choice. It's a capitalist society. So it confuses me when they don't say that, but they say you got to wear a helmet to go out of the gate. And beyond that, we have nothing to do with you. I don't know, man. I think that's really hypocritical. So that's about it. That's what I've heard. That seems to be the situation. And it's going to be, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you what I think. I think the big store in Niseko, Rhythm, is the big mega ski and snowboard shop. They're going to make bank selling and renting helmets next year. That's what I think. Maybe I should go out to Niseko and open up a helmet store. Like helmet rentals. You could probably just stand at the gate with like 20 helmets. Because people are going to come up and have no idea about this rule. Or at least they're going to get to Niseko and they're going to be at the bar going, yeah, I'm going out gate number 8 tomorrow and I'm just going to slay it. I'm going to be jumping off their pillows down in the strawberry fields forever place. Yeah. Somebody's going to go, yo, you need a helmet, you idiot. Helmet? I ain't got no helmet. Sorry for the country bumpkin impersonation there. Not insinuating that people who come to ride powder are country bumpkins. Okay, let me know what you guys think. Always appreciate the comments. Again, next year, Niseko area, anyone who wants to go out of a gate is going to have to be wearing a helmet. What do you think about that idea? Let's heat it up a little bit and get the conversation going on this. Not that our opinions are going to change anything. This is going to happen regardless, I'm pretty sure. And it could spread to other resorts. Now, from what I heard, sort of behind the scenes information was like, Niseko United and the resorts, they kind of want to be the leader. They want to be seen as the leader amongst all the ski resorts in Japan, really. And this is one sort of way that they're kind of staking their claim, like, hey, we are the front runners. We're setting the golden standards. You guys are following us. So that's what I heard. That's the word on the street. That's the word on the lift. I don't know. There could be all kinds of stuff. It could be some big, helmet union putting the pressure on everybody because they're not selling enough helmets. I don't know. Who knows? All right, that's it. My last English Carmentary for the wake. Hope you enjoyed that. And somehow I will find a way to attach my camera to the new high ace that is coming tomorrow, and we will continue the Carmentaries for as long as I can keep it going. Thanks for listening and drive safe.
If you like to drive around and talk about the latest happenings, this is the channel you need. So subscribe and follow Carmentary.